What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the monthly chapter review of Smokin’ Parade, Chapter 3, or 02B. I don't know why it's actually titled 02B, but I'm going to assume that this is Chapter 3. So, yeah, today I'm here to bring all of you the Chapter 3 review. So if you've yet to read it, I recommend you go read it because it was a pretty good chapter, and it kind of concludes the entire setup for the series. So our main male character, he finally makes the decision to move on and get his strength to be able to fight. And like I predicted in the last chapter, I predicted that that arm that was mentioned in the last chapter was probably going to be our main male character's arm that was going to be attached to him, and that came to pass with this week's chapter. And I expected it to happen maybe 20 to 10 chapters down the road, but to see how this was the main arm he was going to get from the beginning, hot damn. So, this arm that he gets, as we know, it was an experimental arm. Like, it wasn't finished, and it wasn't compatible with anybody at all. And also, the way he put it on, it shouldn't have been possible. Like, he shouldn't have been able to attach this arm and have it link with his nerves like that with relative ease. So, what this goes to show us is that there's something very off with our main male character. Just straight off the bat, what that tells us is there is something very wrong with our character. I wonder what it is. Maybe it's genetics, maybe it's something else. Who the hell knows? Because we don't really have the full grasp of how this world really works right now when it comes to gears and stuff. So we're left in, you know, like, what does this mean? Like, is he different? Is he just lucky? What does it mean? But getting off of that, though, the chapter is, for the most part, an action chapter. Battle-oriented chapter, getting to see our main male character watch the fight with Jackalope as they're fighting this cat. And as he watches it, he gets pissed off. He's like, oh, you're a liar and all that. But he's like, I may not like some of the things you guys say, but I can stand behind for what you mean. For instance, how they were jumping in front and almost dying for everybody, like those innocent civilians. They were jumping in front, taking damage just for them. And that's exactly what our main male character did on the first chapter. Remember what he did for his sister. So, this chapter, it was mainly just there to tell us that our main male character has finally made his choice. He has gotten his gear. He will become a human with monstrous strength, and he will fight with Jackalope. And that's about it. That's the main point of discussion with this chapter. So, it's relatively straight to the point. There's nothing really deep about this chapter besides something coming up very soon, like with a threat, because any part of the chapter says a threat is coming. And also, this arm is, you know, experimental, and he has to be different. And that's about it. So, artwork-wise, though, of Smokin’ Parade, it looks pretty damn good. I have no complaints whatsoever. The quality of the artwork looks still as good as it did since the first chapter, so not really much to comment on when it comes to that. Oh, yeah, and one thing I want to ask real quick. Since we are on big number 3, chapter 3 of this manga, Smokin’ Parade, I have to ask a very important question. Since we are already 3 months into this series, how many of you are going to continue reading this said series? Since we now kind of slightly, not completely, but we slightly have a grasp of what we're really getting into, are you all going to continue reading this series? Is it to your interest? I'm just very curious to see what everybody's actual thoughts are about Smokin’ Parade so far, since we are on Chapter 3. Let me know your overall impressions in the comments below, because I'm just very curious to see what everybody thinks now, since this is Chapter 3. And yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy this chapter? Did you hate this chapter? What did you feel about the entire ordeal with our main male character being legless and flying on his wheelchair and kicking ass? How do you feel about him trying to imitate Aizen-sama? And how do you feel overall about where the series is going? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I wish you all a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.